Today I wanted to discuss Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and Star Wars Episode 9. Today's video will be diving into spoilers as this comes directly from Star Wars Newsnet, a very reliable Star Wars news website. Welcome back everyone, this is Mike Zero here once again, coming at you guys with a brief video involving The Last Jedi and Episode 9, and 3 returning planets that we already know about. So, like I said, we will be diving into some spoilers here about these 3 planets and what they could mean for their return in the sequel trilogy. Now, Star Wars Newsnet has an amazing report of what they learned from their sources that 3 planets will be returning from both the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy in both The Last Jedi and Star Wars Episode 9. If you guys want to avoid spoilers, you may want to X out this video right now. So, here we go. Now, what Star Wars Newsnet has learned is that Endor, Tatooine, and Mustafar will be returning in Star Wars Episode 8 and Star Wars Episode 9. Which planets will be in The Last Jedi and Episode 9 is still a mystery, but we can kind of get an idea of what planets will be in which films. So first, let's take a look at Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, Star Wars Newsnet has a really good point, is that a lot of these planets may return in the form of Force-back vision sequences. And I actually have been saying this for quite some time, that I do expect to see a return of Mustafar and Darth Vader's castle when Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren go ahead and visit Vader's castle to learn more about his grandfather in the form of a flashback scene. So I think that Mustafar will be returning in Star Wars The Last Jedi. As far as Tatooine goes, alright, this is another one, is that I also do heavily believe here that Tatooine will be returning in The Last Jedi in the form of a flashback scene as well for Luke Skywalker. Now, we have also learned in the past that Luke Skywalker will have a meditation rock, and he actually remembers Tatooine. He thinks back to Tatooine. We see the twin suns, and for all we know, the whole entire surface of Ahch-To could change to Tatooine. But what we do know is that Luke Skywalker goes on his meditation rock and actually visions, alright, he actually imagines the twin suns of Tatooine before his eyes. Now, let's take a look at Endor. This is very interesting and could be returning in Episode 9, or both Episode 9 and Episode 8. Now, we have learned that Endor is a big part for Darth Vader. It's where his remains were left, and we do know that the Acolytes of the Beyond were the people that recovered Darth Vader's artifacts, such as his suit, his helmet, his lightsaber, right? From what we know, that's pretty much what we do know. And Kylo Ren eventually got his hands on Darth Vader's helmet. How exactly? Still a mystery. But I do believe that Endor will be making its appearance in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I was saying that it could appear in The Last Jedi if Kylo Ren were to go to Endor, alright? If Kylo Ren were to go to Endor and visit Darth Vader's remains, then, you know, that would have made sense, but from what we read in the books, the Acolytes visited Endor, and they recovered these artifacts of Darth Vader, and of course, you know, Darth Sidious, and these things were pretty much, you know, not up for sale. These were things that were not to be sold. So, it's a real good question here exactly how Kylo Ren came across Darth Vader's melted helmet. So that leads me to the reason why I believe Endor will be making an appearance in Star Wars Episode 9. For whatever reason it may be, a Force-back vision once again, or an actual return to the planet, who knows. But guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. What do you think, you know, is the purpose of these 3 returning planets in the sequel trilogy? What's the purpose of Tatooine's return? What's the purpose of Endor's return? And what is the purpose for Mustafar's return? Now, when we look at Mustafar, I'm pretty damn sure it's going to have to do with Vader's castle. I think that the whole reason why they had Vader's castle enter Rogue One, a Star Wars story, was, well, yeah, to introduce it and to set it up and to pretty much get us familiar with that castle. And once we see it again in The Last Jedi, it will make us think back to Rogue One, a Star Wars story. So guys, like I said, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. Thank you also very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great time and enjoy. Bye.